How was the murder carried out? At the time, the judicial medical officer of the Kalubovilla Teaching Hospital claimed that Lasantha Wickramatunge had sustained 12 gunshot injuries. But the government analyst, as well as the professor who performed the surgery on the journalist, ruled out shooting in their reports. When Lasantha's remains were exhumed on the 27th of September 2016, it was confirmed that he had not died of gunshot injuries. Were the weapons used in the murder recovered during the investigations? On the 27th of January 2009, a motorcycle belonging to a resident of Vaunia, believed to be used in the killing, was recovered from a swamp in Attidia. At the time of recovery, it had been more than a week since two individuals, including the owner of the motorcycle, were abducted and murdered. How can the mystery of the motorcycle and its owners be explained? The notebook containing vital evidence. Lasantha Wickramatunge's notebook, where he allegedly noted down the number of motorcycles that had been following him on that fateful day, was transferred from the possession of the officer in charge of the Mount Lavinia Police Crimes Branch to a deputy police chief in the area. At that time, both officers were arrested in February 2018 over charges of concealing evidence, but were granted bail on the 2nd of July in the same year. What happened to the notebook and the vital piece of evidence? Telephone records. Investigations carried out by the Terrorism Investigation Division revealed 5 telephone numbers believed to be linked to the killing. A resident of Nuerelia, identified as the bearer of the national identity card registered to these numbers, was arrested along with an army intelligence officer. But the owner of these numbers had died in prison on the 13th of October 2011, while the intelligence officer had been released from all charges due to lack of evidence on the 6th of September 2013. What happened to the telephone records? Investigations carried out by various units. On the 25th of November 2009, investigations launched by the Crimes Branch of the Mount Lavinia Police into the incident had been transferred to the Criminal Investigations Department. These investigations were passed on to the Terrorism Investigation Division following the presidential election in 2010. The officer in charge of the Terrorism Investigation Division is now serving as its director. In 2015, the task of carrying out the investigations, which bore no result, had been entrusted with the Criminal Investigations Department. The Criminal Investigations Department director, who uncovered several vital pieces of evidence at the time, is now in prison. Assistant Police Superintendent Cicera Tissera, who was also part of the investigations, had been given a transfer, while Police Inspector Nishantha De Silva had fled the country. Why were there so many changes to the investigative team? In addition to being the editor of the Sunday Leader, Lasantha Wickramatunge was a member of the MTV-MBC Newsfirst media network and a trusted colleague. 12 years have passed since his murder. His daughter Ahimsa recently put down her anguish in an opinion piece published in the Washington Post. The truth can at times be hidden, blocked, or suppressed. It can be even twisted, but just like the sun rises each morning and dispels the darkness, so will the truth rise with absolute certainty and expose lies and deceit. There is no escape from the truth.